Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this pick a card reading, we are going to be taking a look at what makes you attractive to other people. But this can also apply even if you don't have a specific person in your mind, and we can just take a look at what makes you attractive in general as a person. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from today. The first pile will be the aventurine crystal, the second pile will be the citrine crystal, and the third pile is going to be the amethyst crystal. You can take all the time you need to pick whichever pile you feel most drawn to. You can pause the video if you need to, and when you feel ready, all of the timestamps you can find in the description box, and you can use them to skip straight to your reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked the aventurine crystal, then this is going to be a reading on what makes you attractive to other people. What card you've picked here? You have patience with Jupiter in Virgo. This is really nice. So it seems that the one trait that makes you overall very attractive to other people is the fact that you are a very slow and steady, patient type of person that is not afraid to deal with complicated issues just by splitting them into multiple smaller problems and dealing with them one by one. And this is a trait that not many people have, and it's also a trait that helps tremendously when it comes to maintaining long-term relationships or friendships with other people. The number 6 could be meaningful for you in some way. It could represent your date of birth. It could represent the month in which you were born. Maybe you are a Virgo, or maybe one of your big 3, meaning like your sun, your moon, or your rising could be in Virgo. But in any case, you are a patient person, and people love that about you, and they want to get to know you from the beginning when they notice this trait about you. So let's move on and see what other things make you a very attractive person to other people. Let's see, group number 1, what makes you attractive. All right, and we got judgment. Major arcana here, interesting. And what else? Oh, never mind, we got the 8 of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, first of all, is the fact that you're the type of person that is very preoccupied with self-development. And you are working a lot and on being very conscious about your day-to-day decisions, about being grateful, about being mindful. I feel like you could be a very spiritual person as well. And you are very much aware of everything that's going on in your life, and you are self-reflecting a lot on your decisions and on the people that you keep around you and such. I guess a lot of people would describe you as a type of person that is very selective with who they spend their time with and what they spend their time doing. Okay, so this is something that people notice about you. You probably stand out a lot. I'm also getting this thing that you would be a very quiet person in public, and not only in public, but generally speaking. You could be an introvert, and that makes you, of course, that gives you a lot of like mystery around you because people don't get to know you so easily. You don't open up to just anyone, and also you don't really keep, as I said, you don't keep unnecessary people, so to say, around you for long if they don't serve you well. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this 8 of Cups. People like about you that you're not afraid to give up on something or someone that no longer serves you or no longer serves like a purpose in your life, okay? And that's a trait for Virgos in general because they like order and they like putting things in categories, right? So you have a very tidy life in general. You as a person are very tidy. Maybe your workspace is tidy, maybe your house is clean all the time, but your life is also an area where you focus a lot on keeping clean, if that makes sense. So yeah, people like it that you're very independent and you're not afraid to throw people away if they don't serve you, right? So even right now, especially if you are single, you are drawing a lot of people around you because you are very much indifferent to having someone in your life, you know? It seems like, especially like from the outside, people perceive you as someone that's rather cold It might not be this way, but this is the, the vibe you're giving off, is that you don't need someone. You come off as very independent and very selective. You definitely are not desperate to have someone in your life if it's not good enough, and so people smell that, and they are so much more drawn to you because of that, because you are just not eager to receive just anyone in your life, and that creates a challenge around you. So yeah, moving on, let's see what else can we get from this about what makes you attractive. Let's see here. What makes group number 1 attractive? Okay, we got, of course, yet another Virgo sign. We got Mercury in Virgo this time with caution. Exactly what I was talking about earlier here. And 7 with Mercury in Aquarius with influence. Okay, so yet again, the same message about being cautious of who you receive in your life, of where you can fit that person or not in your life. If everything fits perfectly, you are very cautious with protecting your energy and not letting just anyone in. I'm also getting that you might be the kind of person that finds it difficult to live with other people. Perhaps you have very specific ways of doing things, and you don't find it easy to adapt to someone else, intruding and like disturbing your rituals and just day-to-day routine that you have. Maybe that was an issue in the past that you have not accepted from someone else, which is yet again an example of a Virgo being in a relationship and just being extremely selective with the people they accept. Okay, and then you got like a second Mercury here. You have 2 Mercury, which could also be interpreted as a sign that you are a very rational person, very logical, and always picking with your brain instead of your heart, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it can make you very pragmatic, But this Mercury here is in Libra this time, which can signify that you have a way of influencing people through your words. This is not to say that you are manipulative in any way. You could be if you wanted to, definitely. That's a dark side of you that might arise sometime to the surface, but you have a way with your words, and you are very powerful with your words, and you could influence just anyone to do what it is that you want. This is probably your way of seducing people. If you are interested in someone, you probably have a very good way of attracting through your words, through your phrases, through your, I don't want to say pickup lines, but like you really come off as a very witty person, making jokes and being flirtatious. You have a very good way with your words, and a good way to influence people to do whatever it is that you want. So that's another strong point, and that's another thing that drives people crazy, the way you the way you just can convince just anyone to do things they wouldn't normally do. But let's move on and see what else can we get from you, pal number 1. What makes you attractive? Let's see what else makes you attractive. Ooh, this is too many. Let's try again here. What makes pile number 1 attractive? Okay, and we got yet another 6. I'm just gonna put it here because we already got like the 8 of Cups in reverse, and now we got the 6 of Swords in reverse, which practically has the same meaning, but we'll talk about that shortly. Let's see what else we have first. What makes group number 1 attractive? Let's see. We got 2 cards here, and we have, first of all, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Alrighty. So as I said, we got the same card almost with this. Let me show you here with the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. This is, I'm going to show it upwards just so you can see better. both of these cards show kind of like the same energy, where you are very mentally strong and mentally ready to move on from just anything. You just have like this strength to move on whenever you don't feel like your purpose is being served, or that something is not right in your life. You're not afraid to move on and just go on, look for something else. So, oh, sorry, this should have been reversed. So because I'm seeing this twice, I'm already thinking about the fact that you could have maybe broken up with someone recently yourself, like this was mainly your decision. And perhaps some people around you were also interested in you, and they are now like seeking the chance to get together with you because they found out you have broken up with someone else. So that could be a possibility, I'm thinking. But you definitely have people that are interested in you at the moment. But yeah, you are driving people crazy with your indifference and your coldness and your ability to just move on so fast and not give a damn about people that don't serve a purpose in your life. You seem to also be a very lucky person in general, and you have things moving on in your favor all the time. I just got in my mind this word of lucky girl syndrome. I think that was a thing recently that was very like popular on the internet and stuff. But yeah, you could be the type of person that believes things will always go in their favor no matter what, and that's something that helps you attract things in your life. This here is probably the reason why you are so courageous to move on from things, because you do feel like the universe has your back all the time. And you are, even though you're not very open, people do see the fact that you are an optimistic person. However quiet you might be, you do give off this impression that you are a positive person, and that you think, as I said, the universe always has your back and things will go fine in your favor all the time. And last but not least, with the Ace of Wands here, you are a very creative person, and maybe that's like an outlet for you, or a way for you to deal with your emotions, or just simply you have a passion for something that's very attractive to other people. You could be very active as well. Maybe this is a sport that you are very passionate about. It could be something creative, like painting, like music, whatever it might be. Something that's an emotional outlet, but it's also a very big passion of yours that you perhaps are doing a lot and talking a lot about. People find it inspiring. So yeah, very, very strong and independent and passionate vibe I'm getting from you, group number one here. I hope it resonates somehow. But yeah, let's see, 2 more traits for group number one that makes them attractive. Let's see here. This is too many. No, this is too many. Oops. Let's see, 2 more traits that make group number one attractive to other people. Two more traits that make group number one attractive. Let's see here. This is yet again too many. What makes group number one attractive? And we got versatility with the Sun in Gemini. And one more, let's see. What makes group number one attractive? And we got Mars in Capricorn with authority. Okay. So we got a Sun in Gemini. Well, I am getting Gemini vibes from you, and I was gonna say earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if you had your Venus in Gemini as well. Because I feel like you are because of this Mercury got here, I feel like you are the person that is attracted to other people, that they can have very stimulating conversations with, and you know, debating deep concepts and ideas. I feel like you could be drawn to someone like that. But even if you don't have a placement like that, you do have this versatility sign here, and this is also something that makes you very interesting to other people, because you are very adaptable, and you find a way to manage difficult situations and adapt to them really quickly. You don't panic whenever you have to deal with something, and this goes really nicely hand in hand with the patience we got earlier. So being versatile and patience are two traits that are, you know, very 21st century traits to have, and this makes you someone interesting both in your day-to-day life, in your career, and in your personal life, whether it's in like your circle of friends or with any romantic interest you might have. And last but not least, with the Mars in Capricorn, how can I put this? You could come off as very intimidating to some people. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. You could really come off as really strong to some people, and you could intimidate some of them. Let me move these a bit higher here. But yeah, you could scare some people off, I'm not gonna lie, because you are very, very powerful, and most of the time you give off this feeling that you don't really need anyone in your life. And it could be that you are in this, you know, point in your life where you just want to be single and enjoy yourself and just don't feel the need to talk to other people or be around other people, at least temporarily. But just in case you've been wondering, why don't people initiate a lot, especially romantically speaking, why they don't write first or come to talk to you first, or, you know, just flirt and stuff, it's probably because they like you, but they are scared of you. Because you have this energy of, I don't want to say it, but you might have a resting bitch face, or you might just seem grumpy, or be like frowning all the time, or I don't know, maybe on the inside you are very happy and very, you know, enthusiastic and open to dialogue, but on the outside, something about your gestures or your nonverbal communication is giving off something else, and it's intimidating people quite a lot. Okay, so I would say don't be afraid to initiate if you are interested in someone, because you definitely have lots of people interested in you right now, but you are coming off as very, very strong, and it could be, as I said, intimidating to other people. But yeah, this was the message I had for you, group number 1. I really hope it resonated, and so if this message resonated with you, I would kindly ask you to leave me a like to this video or a comment down below, and also don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Hello, group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you've picked the citrine crystal, then this is going to be a reading on what makes you attractive to other people. So, let's see what card you picked here. In the beginning, you have picked the enthusiasm card, the Sun in Sagittarius, with the 9th house. So number 9 could be significant to you in some way. It could be your day of birth or your month of birth. You could be a Sagittarius yourself, or one of your big 3 planets could be. Either your sun, your moon, or your rising sign could be in Sagittarius. But in any case, the first and most important trait that you have, or the general aura you have around you when people first meet you and their first impression, is that you are a very light and bright and enthusiastic person, and that is something that draws people towards you and makes you interesting to them. It could be either in a friendship kind of way, or also romantically speaking. When you go on a first date, this is probably the trait that makes you stand out the most. And this is not surprising, because who doesn't like a person that is really bright and joyful and joking all the time, being optimistic about the future and stuff. So no wonder people like you in general, because yeah, you are a very warm person and exciting, and you could also be the type of person that you could have endless conversations on almost any topic, because Sag energy is very, you know, oriented towards like philosophical topics or any kind of topic you might be interested in. And it's probably multiple ones. You don't just learn about on a superficial level. You usually go really deep into the subject, and so people can really go deep with you in any topic of debate, right? And but not only philosophically speaking, you are also very adventurous as a person, you know, physically, like literally when you go somewhere, you really like to explore the places around you. You could be very much into traveling, so you could have many stories to tell from your travels, or you could be exciting to be with going on a trip somewhere, or just, you know, exploring the city, going on city breaks and stuff like that. So yeah, you are a very experimental person that likes to try out new things, and so you always have a good story to tell, right? So let's go into more detail and see what is it that makes you even more attractive to other people. So let's see here. I'm gonna grab my tarot cards, and let's see for group number 2, what makes them attractive to other people. And of course we got the Sun. Wow, group number 2, this is a really beautiful reading here. I'm seeing yellow everywhere. This is really bright, this is really happy, very enthusiastic, very joyful energy. Hell, I would die to meet you right now and go like drink something, so hit me up if you want to. But yeah, let's see what else. And we got the 2 of Cups in reverse. See, the way I'm looking at this, I'm thinking of the fact that you are probably the type of person that doesn't really like to be tied down, but of course, this also makes you attractive because people want to be with you, but you are the type of person that is very free-minded and like open-minded, and you're a free spirit, and so you don't like being tied down in the classical sense of being, you know, trapped into a 9-to-5 job and you know, staying at home all the time and doing chores around the house. You're, as I said, a very energetic person, and you like to go out and experience things. And so you bring a lot of excitement in relationships, and you make them feel almost like you're not in a relationship. I guess what I'm trying to say is that in a relationship, you make the other person feel like they are eternally in the dating phase or in the honeymoon phase. And so they don't exactly feel that steadiness with you. This is not like, you know, earth signs energy where things are very steady and fixed and grounded. For you, things are not this way. You don't make the other person feel like they are in a stable relationship, but you do make them feel like they are in a long-term, exciting dating phase of a relationship. Okay, and so that's what people love about you. And also, this lack of stability also makes it a bit more exciting, you know, because they also have this thrill and this, I don't want to say pressure, but like, yeah, kind of like a pressure to keep things or keep the flame burning all the time, you know. I'm getting youth a lot. I'm keep hearing youth, and it definitely makes sense because you also have the Sun with like the child that is showing this innocence and excitement, you know, doing every single little thing in everyday life. You do it with excitement, and you do it as if you would be doing it for the first time in your life. And so that reflects onto your relationships as well. You make every day feel like the first day, if that makes sense. All right, so let's see what else, what other traits that make you attractive, group number 2. Let's see here. What makes group number 2 attractive? Okay, and we have practicality with the moon in Capricorn. Very interesting. So you do have some earth here as well. And what else? What else makes group number 2 attractive to other people? What makes group number 2 attractive? Oh, that's too many. Let's try again here. What makes group number 2 attractive to other people? Oh, I'm just gonna take the top one. And this is appreciation with the moon in Leo. Alrighty. Okay, so you are a practical person as well, okay? Despite whatever I said earlier about you being like a free spirit that's always on the go, always energetic, always excited, you do have a practical side to you as well with this moon in Capricorn here. And so you could be like a handy person that knows how to fix things around the house, or knows how to improvise when things go wrong. And that's really like, it's combining really well with this whole spontaneous energy you have here. Also being practical assures that you do have your feet on the ground as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do have a side of you that is realistic as well. So you don't just go out doing stupid things for no reason. So you're not taking like this youth and enthusiasm and excitement to an extreme and starting doing risky things that could leave you, you know, harmed in any way. So you do have like a realistic side to you that says, okay, let's have fun, but like, let's not go crazy. Okay, and another thing that makes you really likable towards other people is this appreciation here, this moon in Leo. So you have a way of admiring, or not admiring, but like being grateful, you know, just smelling the flowers, just stopping and smelling the flowers. You are a very grateful person, and you make every day worth living in a sense. A day without fun is a wasted day, or something like that would probably be your favorite quote. So there's no sense of lack. You have a lot of abundance going on. You're very rich, you know, emotionally speaking. You really love your life. I feel like you're a very happy person in general, and everyone likes to be with you because you give that energy to them as well. Oh, and I just realized, because you do have these two moons here, you have both the moon in Capricorn and the moon in Leo, both of these being fixed signs. It shows that deep inside, like on an unconscious level, you do have a nice and steady energy to you as well. So although on the outside, like with the sun, you seem like on the outside people perceive you as a person that could be a bit reckless or crazy or, you know, impulsive, you do have this balance deep inside of you on a subconscious level that keeps you grounded as well. So you have like a very balanced and even distribution of, you know, being crazy but being rounded. So you do know how to make the best of life without, as I said, exaggerating and doing reckless things. So let's move on and see what else we can get for you, group number 2, about what makes you attractive. I feel like the cards are trying to say that this is it, like what else do you want? I feel like I've said everything that I could have said about you. Okay, never mind. We do have the 7 of Wands, but in reverse, as well as the King of Wands. And I think this was upwards, and I turned it upside down when I picked it. So, okay, a reiteration of everything I said earlier. You do have a lot of fire energy towards you. That's clear here with the Sagittarius, the Sun. Now we have the Knight of Wands as well. So it could be Sagittarius. We also have Leo. and maybe Aries as well. These could be like significant signs that you have in your birth chart. But in any case, a reiteration of what I said earlier, you are a very young spirit, okay? A very young energy and very youthful. You live every day, like no matter your age, you will always live your life as if you were a teenager, discovering new things and trying out new experiences and learning from them. So on the other hand, you also have this side of you with the Seven of Wands in reverse, where since I was talking about like negative sides of you as well, you do have like a shadow side of you that could be really overprotective of the people close to them or the things that matter to them a lot. So it could be that you have, or you could be exaggerating when it comes to protecting the things you love. So God forbid someone attacks you or something you like or someone that's close to you, because you could really go nuts defending those you love, okay? But guess what? That's yet another thing that people like about you. I think if I were to describe you in a single word, group number 2, I would say youthful. You are very, very youthful, okay? So let's see. What else can we get for group number 2? Whoops. About what makes them attractive. This card wanted to jump, and we have the Ace of Cups. I'm just gonna put this here. Alrighty. Once again, aces, we already have like the Two of Cups, but with the Ace of Cups, we always have this openness to new feelings. I feel like you're always eager to try out something that would make you feel a certain way that you haven't felt in a long time. Oh, I also got in the back of my mind, I got nostalgia. So you could be the type of person that always likes to go back in time. As I said, like in connection to this, you know, your tendency to keep being young all the time and acting like a teenager and going back to your teenage years, perhaps, you could always try to remember the things you used to do as a child and redo them as an adult, perhaps, or just being open to new relationships all the time and creating new relationships and connections to other people. Yeah, you are very much emotionally available, if that's, yeah, that's exactly what this card is about. Being emotionally available and open to new experiences and to new feelings and sensations. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna get 2 last cards for you, group number 2, to see what makes you attractive. Whoops. Let's see what else makes group number 2 attractive to other people. We got 3 cards. I'm not going to take them. Okay. And we got achievement. The Sun in Capricorn. Okay. Interesting. We already had like a 10 in Capricorn, like the 10th house, but it was the moon. This time we got the Sun. And one last card for you, group number 2, about what makes you attracted to other people. Okay, I'm gonna take this card right here, and we got the Sun in Taurus with acquisition. Okay, so we do have this element of Earth that's slightly trying to entangle itself in this reading here, because we did get like as I said, the moon in Capricorn here with practicality. Now we're getting the Sun in Capricorn with achievement and the Sun in Taurus with acquisition. So we do have also like a focus on material things here. So we do have this practical side to you that makes you focused on achieving things and building things, like a future, a house, building stability for your future as well. Okay, so that's not something that's neglected by you as it might appear, and you are a perfect combination as someone that is mature, is very preoccupied with their future, is working hard to build things and achieve things. You can see right here with the acquisition as well. You do have, or like you are a person that is focused on having a long-term relationship or a marriage, being stable in their family, and as I said, like building their own house and building their own future. You always keep that house and that family and that future of yours youthful and exciting, and always feeling brand new and always bringing new things and avoiding falling into a trap of repetitiveness or boredom. Just you really hate being bored, and you really hate being in this like living a repetitive cycle of adult life of, as I said, 9 to 5, going to work, coming back home. You don't like, you will never let yourself fall into this trap of adulthood. You will never let yourself fall into this routine and boredom of day-to-day life. You will also find a way to keep it as exciting as if you were a child, living every day, playing, having fun, laughing, and doing exciting things. So yeah, I think this says everything about you, group number 2, and I really hope it resonated. If it did, I would really kindly ask you to leave me a like. Please subscribe to my channel as well if you enjoy my videos to see more of them in the future, and don't forget to also leave me a comment and let me know if the message resonated with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Hello, group number 3, welcome to your reading. If you've picked the amethyst crystal, then this is going to be your reading on what makes you attractive to other people. Okay, so let's see the card you've picked here. And this is going to be the moon in Sagittarius with optimism, the 9th house. Okay, so I'm gonna interpret this as the card that shows your first impression, or like the thing that wants, or the thing that makes other people want to get to know you better when they first meet you. Okay, so this is optimism in your case, and this is no surprise because who doesn't like a positive person around them, right? So this is your trait that describes you in like one word. If people were to describe you in one word, it would be optimistic. And so you really have a way to deal with things that always focuses on the bright side, and perhaps you are the person that offers a lot of encouragement to other people and gives good advice to them when they need. And so this is something that makes people interested in you, both when it comes to friendships and also when it comes to romantic relationships, of course. So let's move on and get more information about what is it that makes you attractive to other people. So I'm gonna get my tarot cards here, and let's see. For group number 3, from the get-go we just got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And let's get one more card for what makes group number 3 attractive to other people. Let's see. Okay, and we got the Magician as well. Very interesting. So first of all, with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you are attracted to other people because you don't put a lot of importance on material things. I feel like you are the person that oh, I forgot to mention, but the Sagittarius here in the 9th house, the number 9 could be representative for you in some way. Either it could be your date of birth, it could be your month of birth, and you could be like a Sagittarius yourself, or it could be one of your big 3, either your sun, your moon, or your rising. And so that would really explain why you don't have a preoccupation for like earthly things. You don't care so much about having material stuff. You place a lot more importance on knowledge, on experiences, on just, you know, being happy in general, and having emotional fulfillment rather than material satisfaction. Okay, so it seems like you're attractive to other people because you don't seem to be desperate for finding someone, being in a relationship, you know, having a family, or you don't put a lot of pressure on you to achieve things by a certain age, because a lot of people have this, and it can really be very unattractive, you know, when you see someone that is very desperate to have something, because it can get them to make bad choices out of desperation, and out of impulsiveness, because they feel like their clock is ticking, or they feel like they're too old to do a certain thing. They can, you know, make impulsive decisions, or just be available for just anyone, and have like no standards, let's say, right? So it seems like you're definitely not that type of person. I feel like you are either you feel okay with where you are right now, or you just have this attitude of whatever is meant to be will be, and I have like no reason to stress myself over having things done by a certain age, or like buying your first house by the age of 30, or getting married by the age of 50, or whatever, you know, whatever limits people might have. You don't have any of those, and people like that about you. And you also have like a major arcana here with the Magician, the first card, the card number 1. You are a person with a lot of initiative, and I feel like this is a huge thing that people see about you, and that makes them really drawn towards you. The fact that you are extremely, how do I say, like independent, first of all, but also, as I said, you take initiative to do things, and you don't wait around for people to do it for you. You take the matters into your own hand, and whatever it is that you want to happen, you make happen, okay? You also have a great way of manifesting. You have a lot of manifesting power to you. You always seem to attract the things you need in your life without much effort. And for anything that takes, you know, more effort to achieve, you do have like a great way of establishing a plan, of following through it, of, you know, aligning your intentions with your thoughts, your actions, and into the final result of manifesting whatever it is that you wish to manifest, okay? So let's move on and see what else it is that makes you attractive towards other people, group number 3. Also, I should probably mention the fact that you have picked the amethyst crystal, which is a crystal of intuition, and so I would not be surprised if you are a very spiritual person, and this is what makes you, you know, attract things so easily. You probably know about all about manifestation and the law of attraction and stuff. So yeah, this definitely goes a long way to show why you are such an optimistic person, and so unattached, or unattached to material things. So let's see what else we have for you, group number 3. We have the moon in Libra with companionship. So I feel like you are a great company to other people. I feel like you are the type of person that enjoys spending a lot of time with others. You like going out in groups, and or maybe you like throwing like your own small parties at your place, where you like to invite other people, or maybe you are just, you could be a great host to other people when you host events, or you host like a small party around your house, or whatever it is. It seems like you enjoy the company of other people, and you enjoy making other people laugh, making other people feel good, and like serving them, offering them, you know, from your from your positive energy. You like sharing it with others, and so that's obviously something that can make you really attractive to other people. And you would probably get noticed a lot by the people you might be romantically interested in at public events. I feel like someone might, you know, set their eyes on you at an event when they see you like acting or talking or like dancing around at a party. That's somewhere or a place where you might find someone that's interested in you, because you have a way of standing out in crowds, right? So you do draw attention, because you do shine when you are in a group of people, because you do outshine the rest of the people, if that makes sense, with your energy and with your enthusiasm and optimism, right? So that could be something that's relevant as well. Let's see, for group number 3, what else makes them attractive. Oh, card just flew. We got the Mercury in Capricorn with convention. Okay, so it seems like you do have a sense of stability as well. And the way you like to do things is the proper textbook way, if that makes sense. So whenever you are given like a task or something to do, you always have to do it perfectly the way it is supposed to be done. You're not very unorthodox in your methods. So people like that in a way because people like familiar things, right? So even if you would be asked to like bake a cake, you wouldn't do like a crazy, out of the ordinary, weird shaped cake with like some weird ingredients. You would just do like a classic white cake with chocolate and like, you know, something that's timeless, right? You like to do things in the classical way, in the timeless way, where you go safe and everyone is familiar and everyone will surely like it, right? And that's your approach to life as well. You like traditional stuff. You're not eccentric in any sense. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is your type as well, like the person you are attracted to fits in this traditional, conventional stereotype as well. Because it seems like this is the person you attract yourself, and this is a great thing to know. So let's see, let's get 2 more cards for what makes you attractive. Two more cards for what makes group number 3 attractive. Let's see. Okay, and we got the Sun in Aries with assertion. And one more. Okay, and we got the Sun in Virgo with health. Okay, so another thing that makes you really attractive is the fact that you are very assertive and you know your limits very, very well, and you don't let people cross your boundaries for nothing. Like without exception, you really have your principle, like well-defined principle and well-defined limits that you defend whatever the price might be. You're not afraid to speak your mind if you have to. You're not afraid to defend yourself if you are being unjust in some way. You're very, very assertive and you're not afraid to say no. And that's something that a lot of people have a problem with, you know, with saying no. And it seems like you have worked a lot on that side of you, and you have reached a place where you have like no shame of denying or saying no, or, you know, simply rejecting an offer that you have no possibility of doing, or you simply don't feel like you belong somewhere, or you just simply don't feel like you want to do that certain thing. You're not afraid to say no. And that's something people like about you, as well as this Sun in Virgo. You have like a power to heal other people. Okay, so it seems like people are drawn to your healing, maybe your healing words, or your healing, maybe you are, like you could be specifically in the medicine field. You could be working or being like a nurse or something like that, but it doesn't have to be that way. It could just mean that you always find a way to make others feel better in your presence, whether it is, as I said, maybe you, when I first saw the optimism card, I feel like you are the person that people come to when they need advice, and you always seem to have good advice or good words, or, you know, just words that make the other person feel better. And so they see you as a healer and as a protector of their energy, because you do have a lot of energy, of positive energy to give, but you also have the power to create good energy in others and heal others' energies, right? Otherwise, you could be talented in offering physical relief for pain. Maybe you do have some knowledge in like giving massage, or like head massage, or maybe you know how to do physical therapy stuff, or you know your way around medical stuff, like knowing how to heal different things using plants and natural remedies of some kind. Maybe you are a person that people come to when they need help with their health, like minor health problems. So yeah, that's another thing that people really love about you, and also something that makes you very attractive. Okay, so let's see, what else can we get for you, group number 3, about what makes you attractive. What makes group number 3 attractive? Let's see. Oops. What makes group number 3 attractive? Okay, and we got the 3 of Swords. This one normally, I feel like this is I want to put it here because I feel like this is strongly connected to what I said earlier about your healing properties and healing talents. I feel like you are the perfect person to come to when people go through a heartbreak. They feel the need to talk to you. I feel like you act like both as a Cupidon for some people, maybe you are drawing people together, but when they drift apart, you are also the one that heals other people when they need, when they need some advice regarding their feelings. But this is the suit of air and the suit of swords, which does talk about mental energy. So it could also signify that you have a power to heal people with mental problems, and act as their therapist. Whenever people lose their faith, or they don't see a future, or they just their mental energy is very, very weak, and they cannot find the strength to go on, I feel like you are a person that can handle a lot of negative mental energy. And you do have the power to not only face these problems and simply exist around these type of people, but also you can help them heal from their pain, which usually for normal people, it can take a lot of their energy. It can sacrifice and suck a lot of their energy, but it seems like you have this ability in you to face and deal with these people without being damaged yourself. You have a lot to give, You are energetically so strong that you can face these people and also help them heal themselves. So I feel like these two are strongly tied together. Otherwise, I would also say that something that makes you attractive is the fact that it also goes hand in hand with this assertion card. You are not afraid to break up with someone if the relationship no longer serves you. Okay, so I had a similar message from someone in another reading. If you were drawn to that reading as well, I think it was the pile number 1, then it definitely makes sense. You could be that you have traits that's common between these two piles, but in any case, so let's see here. What else makes you attractive? Group number 3. Okay, when we have the 6 of Cups, very beautiful card, and it could really signify your connection with your childhood and your memories. It could be that you are the type of person that likes to reminiscence about the old times. You like to talk a lot about your family and your friends from childhood and your siblings, perhaps your parents. You like to show, if you have like a romantic interest, you like to talk to them a lot and get to know their family, and you like to talk to them about your family and show them old pictures and stuff. You probably have like a big collection of things that you love from your childhood, and like, I don't know, old toys or things you used to collect. And so yeah, you have like a very strong bond with your inner child and your inner your inner child and all of those things that made you happy in the past, and you like to go through them and talk about them and keep them alive in your heart, if that makes sense. And so you are like a child at heart, and you do have this innocence in you, right? You still like to play, you still like to watch old cartoons, maybe with your partner, if that's something dangerous. Well, it could be something, it could sound a bit weird, but it could be something that might bring a couple together if they have like these old memories and nostalgic things in common, right? So yeah, it could be something that people find attractive about you, the fact that you still maintain this inner child alive within you, right? And last but not least, group number 3, let's see what else makes you attractive. What makes group number 3 attractive? Let's see. Lots of cards want to jump out, but... Okay, and we got the Hangman. Okay, another major card, which talks about, to put it this way, you know when to make a move and you know when to wait. Because it's really important, especially if you've gone through a breakup recently, which could be the case, considering we have the 3 of Swords here. You really do appreciate or know when to take the time to heal from something you've gone through before entering something new, which is a really important phase that not a lot of people pay enough attention to, right? So you do have the maturity to understand that you have to heal from something old before entering something new. And you also understand the importance of compromise and sacrifice in a relationship in order for it to succeed in the long term, right? Major thing about you that people like about you is the fact that you don't hold grudges, and you know when to offer space both for yourself and for others. Like, you know when to take your time and your own space to retreat when you don't feel like you are ready to deal with either like conflict or a complicated situation, but you also know when to offer that time to your partner whenever they need to, in order to avoid, you know, complicated situations further. So yeah, I feel like this is everything I had to you, group number 3. If this message resonated with you, I would kindly ask you to leave me a like. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos in the future. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment down below to let me know if this reading resonated with you, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thank you for watching.